bitch. Come on, you gotta pass that. Oh my god, bro. What y'all doing? What the hell are y'all doing, bro? What the hell are y'all doing, bro? What are y'all doing? Pass the ball. Man, get out the way with your bitch ass trying to take screens. Y'all that good, y'all don't need no screens. Oh my god, bro. Just gonna keep giving the ball to him, huh? Okay, that's cool. Look at y'all. Oh my god, what type of pass is that? Look at y'all, bro. Look at y'all. Get your bitch ass out the way, nigga. You don't need no damn screens.
Come to me, come to me.
What the fuck are you doing? Nah, you really a bitch. You got me open. You might as well hop y'all bitch asses off the court. No, y'all not getting the ball. Y'all wanna pass? I should have passed that damn ball. Y'all bitch ass niggas. Or hop on somebody else's dick. What's up?
How you doing?
Good.
Why didn't you go to church?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't know. Your boy should have been there with me going to church, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he did. Hey, my dad. Hey, my dad. Hey, we gonna talk about church. We gonna talk about church. There go my dad. There go my dad. That's what you saying?
Mm-mm.
There go my dad. He gonna mess with me. He gonna talk about church. I ain't go to church. I ain't preach. You know where your mom at, huh?
What?
Hospital with Gail.
What happened?
Yeah, I done broke up a booty or something. Hear what I said? Hear what I said?
Mm-hmm.
What I said?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Angel? What's going on, Angel? What's up? What's up? What's up? What you eat, bro?
None.
Well, why that cup and that sauce come from? In that plate?
A peanut butter sandwich.
Well, you ate something then.
Not really.
Well, you didn't fix you nothing. Hello? Hello? Why ain't get your butt up and fix nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Capable, just like you fried them eggs and bacon the other day. You could have fixed up. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have been mad at you. Long I'm trying to give you a compliment. I'm trying to say you did a good job, bro. You don't know I'm supposed to give you a compliment?
Sees a crowd, he turns the corner and just bullets in a powerful tomahawk slam jam. Oh, LeBron James. The bench of Cleveland more excited than anybody in the building right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, right now. LeBron sees a crowd, he turns the corner and just bullets in a powerful tomahawk slam jam. Oh, LeBron James. The bench of Cleveland more excited than anybody in the building right now.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise, no matter where you are. Compose a cover letter that's Some players got bullied into it, others wanted to inspire the world. There's a lot of reasons behind why NBA players change their name. Stephen Curry is one of the biggest names in basketball, but that's not his actual name. It all started with his dad, Del Curry. Being a three-point specialist in the 90s, leading the Hornets in all-time points, Del was on his way to becoming a superstar. But his career was suddenly interrupted by the birth of his son. And now being a sports father, Del wanted his son to carry on his legacy. So that's exactly why he named his son Wardell Curry II. But by the time Wardell was old enough to ball, he didn't want to live in the shadow of his dad. He wanted to create his own lane and stand out. So he decided to go by his middle name, Stephen. Let's be honest, man. Nobody wants to go by the name Wardell. Even today, you can see Wardell Curry in Steph's Instagram bio, and the same with his high school yearbook. But it's been years since anyone has called Steph by his real name. Until this reporter decided to catch Steph off guard and give him some childhood flashbacks.
Wardell, why is Kelly so good at putback dunks?
Does Steph look like he just remembered every time his dad came through with the belt? Like, Wardell, get your ass over here! Nene Hilario's name didn't come from his parents. It came from his environment. And if it weren't for this name, he wouldn't be who he is today. It all started when he was born in Brazil, with the name Mabener Rodney Hilario. And he was just a small kid trying to make it out. Like most Brazilian kids, he was a great soccer player. I mean, he was so good that pro teams in the area invited him to train with them. But as a kid, his size was an issue. He wasn't always a 6'11", 250-pound man like he is today. And the kids he was playing with took advantage of that. People started making fun of him, calling him Nene, which means baby in Portuguese. But instead of bringing him down, Nene embraced it. And from then on, he was on a mission to prove everyone wrong. By the time he was a teenager, Nene decided to give up on his soccer dream for basketball. He started playing in his hometown of São Carlos, and he fell in love with basketball. He kept practicing, and ironically kept growing. Then eventually, he started playing professionally in Vasco da Gama during the 90s. By the time he started getting scouted for the NBA, he was already 6'9". This man went from the smallest kid in his group to a monster in just a few years. But deep down, he still felt like Nene. Then in 2002, it happened. He was drafted with the 7th pick in the NBA draft to the New York Knicks, but they called him by his actual name. He was immediately traded to the Nuggets, and a lot of people thought things would be different now. But during his rookie season, he wanted to be known for what he came from. When a Nuggets reporter asked if he was going to switch up his name, he said, "Yeah, it will. I'm going to change it to Nene, but I'll keep the same number, 31. You don't make changes on a winning team, right?" Unfortunately, he ended up changing teams and numbers. But with the legacy he built, he'll forever be Nene ever. And it all started with the crazy things. Most name changes by an athlete set an NBA record that will never be broken. The most name changes by an athlete ever. And it all started with the crazy things Ron did during his career. In his prime, Ron averaged 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. But his antics are what got all the attention. Coming to games drunk, starting the biggest fight in NBA history. Ron was a great player, but his success on the court was overshadowed by all the drama. And he thought maybe joining Kobe and the Lakers would help rewrite his legacy. But people still looked at him as crazy and didn't think he'd help win championships. So Ron felt like he only had one option. He needed a fresh slate. And in 2011, he changed his name to Metta World Peace. Metta is a Buddhist term that means loving kindness. So he did this to inspire people all around the world to love, be kind, and be peaceful to each other.
So the moment I knew I was going to change my name from Ron Artest to Metta World Peace, it was when Chad Ochocinco changed his name. I felt real inspired by it. I thought it was dope. And I had all these different names. I had like Queensbridge, I had Phil Hood, a lot of street names that I wanted. And then as I evolved as a person, things started to form to life. I started to fall in love with meditation, Zen, and Indian culture, and that's what Metta came from.
You want to know what else Metta did to inspire people? Man, he dropped a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm dead serious. I called up Metta last night, and he was like, yeah, I'm definitely subscribing. And you guys should too. But anyways, I think if you went through the hassle of legally changing your name, that, you'd like it. But it only took him hearing his name out loud one time to realize it was a mistake.
First game that I had with World Peace, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I was coming off the bench at that time, 2011, and they say,
That's what he was known as when he dominated high school basketball with 2,067 points. And with UCLA, when he put up 26.4 points and 15 rebounds per game to win 3 championships. But in 1968, the year before he was drafted to the NBA, Lou took a stand. He boycotted the Olympic Games and an anti-racism protest because of injustice going on in the U.S. At that time, tensions were high. Martin Luther King had just been assassinated. Because Lou was a celebrity at the time, he didn't want to play basketball and distract the world from these issues going on. He talked about this and said, "I came to realize that the Lou Alcindor everyone was cheering wasn't really the person they imagined. They wanted me to be the clean-cut example of racial equality, the poster boy for how anyone from any background, regardless of race, religion, or economic standing, could achieve the American dream. To them, I was the living proof that racism was a myth." But Lou admired people like Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, and Malcolm X. So shutting up and dribbling was not the answer. Inspired by Cassius Clay changing his name to Muhammad Ali, Lou converted to Islam and changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The name means noble or servant of the Almighty, but the backlash from his conversion to Islam was already bad enough. He was forced to keep his new name a secret, so he played out his first 2 NBA seasons as Lou Alcindor, until the Bucks won their first ever championship. Then in 1971, the day after they did that, he decided to announce his new name, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was officially born.
Choosing to change your name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, why was that important for you during the time that you did it?
It was very important because Black Americans had a whole situation imposed upon them. People were brought here from Africa, their names were changed, and they were forced into some very terrible, deprived circumstances. Slavery was not a great experience, and we came out of it very damaged. And in order to repair, we have to reassert our identity. I decided I wanted to change my name to something that had to do with monotheism that they practiced in Africa to some degree. And I became interested in Islam, and it was for myself, for my own identity that I wanted to assume, not something that was imposed on me.
Hakeem Olajuwon's name is a lie. That name came late in his NBA career. When he first started playing basketball, he was something different. He grew up in Nigeria, and over there, names can be spelled differently. So when his name was translated to English, it became Hakeem. In high school, college, and the NBA, people were spelling his name the English way, but that was always wrong. And in basketball, he was talking back to refs, technical fouls, and fighting players. So he was known as this aggressive player named Hakeem. People mistook his name for years, but this didn't bother him until his mom brought it up, and it made him feel like it was time for a new chapter in his life. Hakeem didn't just want a name change, he wanted to change as a person. So he became interested in spirituality and committed to his Muslim faith. On March 9th, 1991, he announced his name change saying, "It's no big deal. I just want to go back to the way it's meant to be spelled in Arabic." Hakeem means a wise man, a doctor. Hakeem is just the way many people write my name when they're putting it in English. When I would go back home or when I would talk to my mother, she would ask me why my name was changed. I always thought it would be something very complicated to change, but now I've just decided to put the H in front and make it Hakeem. That's it. From this point on, Hakeem turned into the best player he ever was, averaging 27 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists per game. Conspiracy theories, hating on holidays, disappearing from the NBA. Kyrie has always done weird things, but something has been looked over, is that he changed his name. He came into the NBA and made himself known as Kyrie Irving. But on Instagram, he's created alter egos that left fans wondering, what the hell is going on with this dude? In 2020, he was spotted with the name Kyrie Eleison, and it turns out that this name has significant meaning in his religion. Kyrie Eleison is the name for an important prayer in Christian liturgy. This prayer comes from a biblical phrase meaning, "Lord have mercy," or "Have mercy on me, Lord." Kyrie let us know where he got the name from.
At the end of the day, my name was given to me by my grandfather. I'm very grateful, but it's in a lot of people's mouths all the time, and it is what it is. I've earned that respect in terms of how great I am as a player, and there's still more goals I want to accomplish in this league, and I can't do it without improving an organization and winning a championship, and that's what it comes down to. So,
but over the years, we've seen him very active on Instagram. He's changed his name to things like Kyrie, but spelt a little differently, and Kyrie Shine. And with every name change, the mystery around Kyrie just keeps growing. But at least Kyrie hasn't been disrespectful to other players. We've seen some players get crazy with each other, making fun of dead parents, fighting, chasing dudes into the locker room. It's insane. Huh, you want to hear more about that? Well, I got you. Click on this video right here. You'll see the most disrespectful players. From insulting a player's dead mom to telling a player what their wife tastes like, these are the most disrespectful players in NBA history. James Harden has trashed his own teammates, instigated fights, and turned careers into memes. This man has no chill. I mean, it doesn't get more disrespectful than this.
I thought it was going to be hard. Oh, he stared at Wesley Johnson, and then he hit the three.
Disgusting. Harden broke his ankles, stared him dead in the eyes, and shot the cleanest three I've ever seen. But this past year, he's gotten more disrespectful than ever. It started early in 2020, when Harden and Giannis were racing for MVP. Giannis was the team captain for the All-Star game, in charge of drafting his team. And when it came down to Harden, Kemba, and Trey on the board, Giannis took a shot at Harden.
Okay, this is a tough one. I'm between Kemba and Trey Young.
So you don't want the dribbler?
I want somebody that's going to pass the ball. That's what I want.
This moment set Harden off. During an ESPN interview, he fired back some disrespectful shots.
Someone makes a joke on the air about, I want to take someone who can pass. I'm taking Kemba Walker instead of James Harden.
I have more sense than him, I think. I don't see what the choke is. I just know none of them can mess with him. I wish I could just run and with 7 feet and run and just dunk. Like, that takes no skill at all. I gotta actually learn how to play basketball, how to have skill, you know?
Damn, Harden. Yeah, that's why Giannis had to do you dirty.
Back down on, he hit Harden in the head.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest. That clip happened a year before. I just had to put it in the video, alright man? But the point still stands. Harden has caused a lot of drama, and he didn't stop at Giannis. He started disrespecting his own team. In the playoffs last year, rumors started circulating that Harden and his teammates were getting into arguments in the locker room. So it didn't surprise anyone when Harden demanded a trade this season. But the way Harden went about it was beyond disrespectful. Instead of showing up on time to training camp, Harden was out partying with Lil Baby. And when he did show up, man, he was fatter than ever. Harden even came out and said he felt the Rockets weren't good enough and couldn't be fixed. So when his new teammate DeMarcus Cousins was asked about the situation, he brought some news to the table.
Disrespect started way before, just the approach to training camp, showing up the way he did, the answers off the court. Disrespect started way before.
Jimmy Butler is so disrespectful that a single trash-talking incident cost him tens of thousands of dollars. This moment went down in 2020 in a game between the Heat and the Pacers. With 6:29 left in the third quarter, Butler ran around a screen and drove to a wide-open paint. But TJ Warren was there. He grabbed him and wouldn't let go. Jimmy felt it was a little too rough, so he got right in TJ's face. Jimmy was yelling things like, "You're f***ing trash." He called TJ soft, so they both got technical fouls. But that wasn't it. On the very next play, they were getting physical, and Jimmy committed an offensive foul on TJ. So TJ started taunting Jimmy, yelling things like clapping in his ears. So officials called another technical, and TJ was ejected. On his way to the tunnel, Jimmy started blowing him kisses and clapping back. TJ kept yelling things and flipping off Jimmy. They were both fined $25,000 after the game. But Jimmy didn't hold back when he was asked about this. He did an interview in the locker room post-game, completely humiliated.
Oh yeah, let's get it.
He made fun of him because he didn't drop a like and subscribe to the channel. What's wrong with this dude? Don't he only close to a mil? Damn. But Jimmy also clowned him about what happened on the court.
I think it's tough for him because I can guard him and he can guard me. Like at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. I ain't scared of nobody. So, he's talking about, we're going to fight this, that, this, that. Locks too, by the way. It is what it is to me.
You noticed that the driving in and was below
70 something. He's not even
and then I got locks in the finish.
nowhere near me. And if I was their coach, I would never put him ever. He's like, no, put somebody else.
Backwards, son. Come on, let me
Even though Michael Jordan
let me
had
set
a
my feet.
reputation for being
Never
a
lets
trash
me set my
talker,
feet on
the
this
things
plane.
he said to players
Oh, come on.
disrespect. In 1995, the Bulls were coming off a playoff loss.
Good still, good still.
So training camp was serious. Jordan wouldn't let anyone slack, offense or defense. And the Bulls had just picked up Steve Kerr, a three-point specialist they needed. But when Michael and Steve were going against each other during a scrimmage, he started.
Oh my God, bro. What are you doing? Wait till I hit the corner.
And it was all it took for Jordan to punch him in the face, leaving Steve with a black eye. If that's how Jordan treated his teammates, you can imagine what he did to players on the other team. Obviously, Jordan wasn't scared of anyone, especially not Muggsy Bogues.
Oh my God, bro.
5'3". Muggsy was a great player, but one
He gonna keep passing it to him too.
shattered his confidence. It was Game 5 of the 1995 NBA playoffs, and the Hornets.
Why would you shoot the ball?
This game determined who went on.
You cannot shoot.
And the Hornets had a chance to win. Down by just 1 point, Muggsy had the ball during the biggest possession of the game.
I'm 6'6", boy.
Michael stepped back, gave Muggsy space, yelled to him, shoot it.
I got the height of Michael Jordan.
Muggsy took the shot.
Not that small.
The Bulls won 85-84 to eliminate the Hornets. And this loss humiliated Muggsy. What Jordan said to him kept him up at night. He went from averaging 10 points per game to only 5 after this. And eventually, he admitted that player.
He cannot shoot, bro. What are y'all doing?
LeBron doesn't trash talk much, but if you come at him, he's not gonna hold back. One of the
Give me the ball.
of this was
Give me the ball.
2008 between LeBron and Deshaun Stevenson. Early in the year, the Wizards beat the Cavs. Deshaun took that as an opportunity to take a shot at LeBron. During the post-game interview, he said,
I'm not going to no ship.
"You could say I said that. A few months went by and things were quiet until the playoffs came around. The Cavs and the Wizards were facing off for the 3rd straight year.
I ain't going nowhere.
LeBron was known to come in and dominate Washington, averaging around 32 points, 6 assists, and 8 rebounds against them. And the Wizards knew their defense
Good block.
was enough to stop him. So that's where Deshaun Stevenson had some value.
Oh, the Rams are beating San Francisco at 17-3 at the half. Let's go.
I'm open, bro. Pass the ball. Oh my God. Wow.
It's kind of funny. It's almost like Jay-Z responding to a negative comment made by Soulja Boy. It doesn't make sense to respond. Damn! If I do Soulja Boy like that? Come on, Bron. Don't act like you weren't cranking that. Funny enough, after LeBron said this, Soulja Boy showed up the game.
Oh my God. Let's go, bro. They can't shoot for
They
nothing.
went and recorded a freestyle to the song Blow the Whistle.
Come to me, come to me.
Good shot.
If you don't disrespect, you gotta take it.
LeBron, he's so big he ain't gotta respond. Who the f***
I gotta say, I'm a Jordan build.
paid him? That's only gonna make us spend the night out of spite with the chick you've been dating. And with that, this week was over. Not only did LeBron and Jay ruin Deshaun's dignity,
Get that ball. Get that ball.
out of the series, 4-2. But
Ball, ball, ball.
the last time
Ball.
he tried to come at the king. During the
Ball. What are you doing?
one fan let his courtside
What the?
crybaby joke.
What that the meter?
LeBron's hairline. Things were getting
What? I ain't need no meter for this. What is this game doing, bro? I don't need no meter for a layup. What is this?
Kobe Bryant had no chill. He didn't care whose feelings he hurt, not even his own teammates. Like, this one time after a loss, Kobe was so mad, he made his teammates throw their shoes away. On the All the Smoke podcast, Blue Will and Nick Young broke down what happened after a blowout loss. Blue Will.
I know Jordan would do that, but nah, I ain't gonna risk it. I'm not that type of Jordan. Better get that rebound, boy. Ooh, good block.
Oh, wow. Kevin Garnett was one of the most notorious trash talkers in NBA history.
They cannot shoot for nothing.
He went way too far, and this scarred players for life. The first time this happened was during the 1999 playoffs. Kevin and the Timberwolves were facing Tim Duncan and the Spurs. Kevin really wanted to win this series, so he tried anything to get in Tim Duncan's head. And on this particular game,
Pass, I'm open, bro. What are you doing?
Passed away from breast cancer 9 years earlier, one day before his 14th birthday. Kevin saw his opportunity, took it. As Duncan lined up for a free throw that game, Kevin yelled at him, "Happy Mother's Day, mother." Obviously, Tim Duncan,
Oh my God.
but he never responded to nonsense on the court. Instead, Duncan made sure to circle the games against Kevin on his calendar. Go all in for a win each time. But this wasn't the only time Kevin did something nasty to a player. Kevin Garnett
That's what's stealing my ball.
childhood idol. In 2007,
I'm a Jordan build.
the first time that he got to meet his idol in person for the game.
But I didn't stop that though.
Man, KG, I had your poster on my wall. I looked up to you, man. Kevin responded saying, "You know what?" and walked away. Jokie was crushed, and from that point on, he hated Kevin. But hey, at least Kevin didn't hook up with his wife like he did to another player. That moment came in 2013 between Kevin Garnett and Carmelo Anthony. They were playing a physical game in Madison Square Garden, and eventually, things went too far. The two were getting tangled up, yelling in each other's faces, and got technical fouls. In the middle of the scuffle, Garnett yelled to Melo saying, "Hey, why don't you play serious?"
They can't do nothing.
Oh, damn. Carmelo took this.
It's like I'm the only 96 overall in
He
here.
went to the Celtics locker room and yelled at Kevin through the door. Then followed him to their team bus, and the situation got out of control. 5 NYPD officers, arena security, and Knicks coach Mike Woodson had to come separate them. And after this, Carmelo said, "I lost my cool. It's just something you don't say to another man." Kevin Durant has been known for his Twitter fingers, but on the court, he's a savage fake host. One moment came back in 2011 between the Thunder and the Heat. In the first quarter, Kevin and Chris Bosh started jawing at each other, and they got technicals. But the situation started from a conversation between Kevin and James Harden. Chris Bosh broke it down and said, "I think he was telling Harden to dunk on me." I expressed that no, he's not going to dunk that, and it just kind of went back and forth. But, Kevin took the situation personally, like he always does. So he came at Bosh recklessly in the post-game interview, saying, "I'm no punk. I wasn't even talking to him first off. He decided to butt in. I'm not just going to let that slide. He's on a good team now, so he thinks he can talk a little bit. There's a lot of fake tough guys in this league. He's one of them." Maybe Kevin should have stayed quiet. I mean, after all, the Heat dominated the Thunder in the next year's finals, where things mattered the most. And eventually, Kevin got a great team of his own, teaming up with the Warriors. But he pretty much turned into Chris Bosh, based on what he said before. Kevin and Draymond were teammates for years, so he witnessed the trash talking firsthand. Draymond talked about him saying, "KD makes you feel bad about yourself, that you ever talk junk. It's the funniest thing in the world, especially when you got legends like Shaq constantly disrespecting NBA players." I mean, Shaq is so disrespectful, he's been in Twitter beefs with damn near everyone. He's been in rap battles, even his mom had to get him to chill out. Wait, you want to hear more about that? Well, click on this video right here. These are the times. Twitter beefs, memes, diss tracks. Shaq's known to disrespect whoever. Sometimes it got so bad, it ended careers. Shaq and JaVale McGee's beef got pretty bad. Like, Shaq's own mom had to get involved back. The drama started on Shaq to the Fool, where JaVale was constantly being used as a punching bag. Shaq and the guys would bash JaVale on air and put his mistakes out there for millions to see. "Oh, post him up, JaVale! Post him up, JaVale! Hold him up! Hold him up!" As time went by, JaVale joined the Warriors. He started playing the best games of his career. But the second he made one mistake, the boys put him on blast again.
JaVale McGee! Crazy out of here, one of the visible mini hoops out of bounds. I thought you said JaVale McGee was out of here. That's all right. You did. I said,
When JaVale first saw this, he was ready to square up with Shaq, but, being across the country is not an option. So JaVale brought out his Twitter fingers. He started taking shots at Shaq. And JaVale called him out saying, "Shaq, get my nuts out of your mouth. And that is all." But, if you know Shaq, he takes everything personal. Whenever Shaq starts, he finishes. That's exactly what he tried to do to JaVale's career. Shaq clapped back saying, "Now since you want a good team, you want to act like you're a player now. Stop it. You will only be remembered for Shaq in the pool, bum ass. Don't be acting like you a G. I'll smack the shit out of your bum ass. You're the one that be looking stupid with your dumb ass, bum ass." Then JaVale responded with, "You've had these nuts in your mouth for 5 or 6 years now. You thought I was just gonna stay silent? And you already know Shaq had to do him dirty." He literally photoshopped JaVale on a homeless. And then JaVale's teammate KD had to step in because, he just likes Twitter.
Extremely hard. Going in and so much boys. They only want to be respected, just like everybody else. Shaq works for it. It's cool and funny, but we just keep going to time and time and time. And a guy actually disagrees with you, threaten him, ain't no cops.
And you're tripping if you thought Shaq would be alright with this. As soon as he saw KD's interview, he tweeted out, "Mind your own business. This ain't for you. I understand you're sticking up for your teammate. That's cool. But your boy JaVale is still a bum. He started it, I'ma finish it." Things got so bad and went so viral, Shaq's own mom had to get involved. When that phone rang, Shaq had to draw the line.
It didn't get out of hand, though. When your mom has to step in and his mom is stepping in, it didn't get out of hand. But my mother is someone who I love and respect, and she told me to stop it and don't bring it up again. So I'm not going to talk about it ever again. His name won't ever come out of my mouth ever again.
Earlier this year when Shaq took shots at Rudy Gobert, it shocked everyone. But not many people know this beef started over 2 years ago. Back in 2019, Shaq made fun of Rudy for crying after he was snubbed from the All-Star game.
There's no crying in basketball. Man up.
I love that.
Mercy out on your face,
Rudy never responded to Shaq, nor have they ever played against each other, so the situation Shaq decided he was too long in between sentences of shots, so he started going at him again. When Shaq appeared on the All Things Covered podcast, the topic of Rudy Gobert's contract extension came up. Rudy recently signed a 5-year deal worth $205 million. That's the biggest deal for a center in NBA history. He can make $46 million in 2025 alone. That's nearly $20 million more than any season in Shaq's prime. But clearly, Shaq took some offense to this.
Oh yeah, what do you think about that contract? Rudy, you got $200 million, Shaq.
I'm not going to get, but this should be an inspiration to all the little kids out there. If you average 11 points in the game, you get 2.
But Shaq didn't stop there. He went to his Instagram and posted this Photoshop picture of Shaq dunking on Rudy with the caption, "I would have had 45 points, 16 rebounds, 10 missed free throws in 3 quarters. He would have had 11 points, 4 rebounds, fouled out at 3 quarters. I'm a G." And Rudy tried clapping back, but those tweets didn't end up anywhere. Shaq and Damian Lillard's beef got so bad, it turned into a rap battle. It all started when Dame showed up on Joe Budden's podcast. He was there to promote his upcoming album, but, being an NBA player, Dame was asked how he stacked up to other MCs in sports. And when asked to compare his rap career to Shaq, Dame didn't hold back.
You think you got better music than Shaq?
I think I rap better than Shaq.
You think so?
Yeah.
This set up one of the most entertaining beefs in sports history. Shaq heard Dame talk his trash, but instead of calling him out on Instagram, he went ahead and made a diss track.
Now it's time to be disciplined and trying to pull up that belt. And whip a little ass. Here we go.
Saying things like, "Take your time to respond, there's no hurry. You'll never be Westbrook, never be Curry. What's in your wallet? American Express or Visa? Talking like you Brian, you ain't even Trevor Ariza." Ooh. Dame heard this, and like most rappers would do, he came at Shaq even harder, dropping a diss called "Rain, Rain, Go Away." way. You already know Dame took this beat personally, but he knew how great he was, so he wasn't scared to show someone like Shaq his skill. Dropping bars like, you say the GOAT, I come for his body. Platinum because he bought all the copies. I filled a tank up with diesel. You jealous of me and I see you. Cause on this day, originals just can't with the sequel. Ooh, the Dame went even crazier saying, it'd be wise to move on, Aristotle, cause it's a gimme. All the money in the world, but traded you for penny. Ooh, damn, ooh, Jesus, it's on fire right now. Huh, I'm sweating. Look, I don't care how great Shaq was in the NBA. This was the one time he couldn't defend himself. Shaq lost this one. Now when it comes to players beefing with Shaq, no one's safe. Not current players, not legends. Shaq doesn't care. He'll shoot you up and spit you out. And as soon as Scottie Pippen took a single shot, Shaq tried to put his career in a hearse. It started in 2015. Shaq put up this picture of the best Lakers and the best Bulls ever. And it was captioned, we beat them by 50. What do you think? Let me know, don't hold back. Scottie Pippen saw this post and he felt disrespected, so he responded with a post of his own. This time a pic with him and MJ. Caption, sorry Shaq, I don't get caught up in hypotheticals. All I know is we won 6 titles, twice the amount you claim while in LA. Ooh, I don't think Shaq gonna be happy about this one. Yeah, Shaq was mad. That's why he went so reckless at Scottie on the Dan Patrick show.
It was the 5 best Lakers and the 5 best Bulls, and I said we beat them by 50. That's how I feel, and I'm sticking to it. I didn't say, hey, at Scottie Pippen, we'll beat you guys by 50. I just said, I'll beat you by 50. Now, he made it personal when he said, oh, at Shaq, hey, I don't believe in hypotheticals. So he swung first, so I'm going to swing second, and I'm going to swing last, because I don't let bums disrespect me. Yeah, he was a great player, but I'm the bridge, he's the water. He will always be under me.
The beef was just getting started. Immediately after this, things on Instagram heated up between the two. Shaq posted the same pic that Scottie had posted, but he photoshopped MJ's face on him. He said, sorry Scottie Pippen, I don't believe in hypotheticals either. This guy did most of the work. Remember, I was Batman, you was Robin. I was Puffy, you was Mace. Ooh, and you'd think it'd be over after that, but Shaq was just living in Scottie's head rent-free. Later that day, Scottie responded one last time with the one thing he had on Shaq, rings, saying, game over Shaq, all that ever mattered to me is winning. We did plenty of that in Chicago. But you know, Shaq always got the last word. He posted Scottie's face, edited onto a fiddle, and said, the great Michael Jordan got you 6 rings. You'll always be remembered as Mr. Second Fiddle. Second behind him, second behind me. Game ain't over till I say so. Shaq heard me saying all that. Now probably the most infamous beef involving Shaq was between him and Dwight Howard. Their situation has been going on for over a decade. Dwight was drafted to the Magic, dressed up as Superman for the dunk contest, and eventually joined the Lakers. But that's also exactly how Shaq's career went. Drafted to the Magic, joined the Lakers, nicknamed Superman. It's a little weird, Dwight. So Shaq felt Dwight was doing everything to replace his legacy. Now, even though Dwight was a really good player, Shaq didn't give him any credit whatsoever. In 2010, he was drafted and eventually joined the Lakers, drafted to the Magic, dressed up as Superman. Has been going on for over a decade. Shaq heard me saying all that. Now, probably the most infamous beef involving Shaq was between him and Dwight Howard. Their situation has been going on for over a decade. Dwight was drafted to the Magic, dressed up as Superman for the dunk contest, and eventually joined the Lakers. But that's also exactly how Shaq's career went. Drafted to the Magic, joined the Lakers, nicknamed Superman. It's a little weird, Dwight. So Shaq felt Dwight was doing everything to replace his legacy. Now, even though Dwight was a really good player, Shaq didn't give him any credit whatsoever. In 2012, Dwight's stats were better than any big in the league at the time. But Shaq wouldn't let anyone label Dwight as the best.
Dwight Howard is the best big man in the game.
Chucky,
listen, you need to stop that. You need to, you need to let that Superman hatred go.
I ain't got nothing to do with it. Hey, he ain't got nothing to do with it. Listen to me. Andrew Bynum is a true big man. Back you down, jump hook. Dwight Howard has 1 or 2 moves on the block. His one move is to run his jump hook, and the other move is to pick and roll, get his slam.
And he's going to get the same number of points. He's a much better defender and a much better rebounder.
No way.
I'll tell you what.
But that wasn't it. The Lakers recently signed Dwight for the 2019 season, and when TMZ asked Shaq what he thought about it, well, he said this.
Lakers just signed Dwight Howard. How do you feel about that?
Who?
Dwight Howard.
Squarespace lets you run your brand like a business.
Shaq's always just been petty when it comes to Dwight. Even during situations where it literally has nothing to do with Dwight at all, Shaq would still bring him up. Like this one time when Kobe did an interview, he claimed that he had 12 rings as Shaq hit the gym more, stayed in shape, wasn't lazy, all that. Somehow, that turned into Shaq dissing Dwight. When Shaq first saw this, he responded to Kobe and defended himself. And a lot of people thought it was turning into a beef between those two, but they addressed it on Twitter and claimed there was no beef. Instead, this is where Shaq decided to turn it into a situation about Dwight. This guy said D-White. The beef with these two is just out of hand. Shaq wouldn't even let Dwight celebrate the biggest moment of his career. After the Lakers won the championship, Dwight was posting pictures, videos, and he even gave an emoji. Shaq said this about the guy.
A lot of players when they go on Instagram bragging like they were the reason they got the championship. Sit your ass out, you didn't do nothing. Stop it.
But I already know what you're talking about.
You know it too.
You know who I'm talking about. Stop it. There were a lot of post one pick and sit your ass out.
Shaq and Charles Barkley have disrespected each other a ton throughout their careers. But back in 1999 is where their beef really started. But see, you know, they moved past this, somewhat. Now they're teamed up on Inside the NBA where they debate things live. Plenty of moments over the years got completely out of control. Like back in 2017, when Shaq agreed LeBron needed some help added to the game. Charles disagreed since Cleveland just won a championship, but Shaq took things very personally.
You played for a team that had Big Four. You forgot about that? You, Akeem, Scotty. It doesn't matter. That wasn't even close. That doesn't matter. No, you're not even close. It doesn't matter. All old men way past that prime.
Bro, who man is that?
He got a young Kyrie Irving and a terrific Kevin Love. And but it takes more than that to win the championship. They just won the championship. What do you mean it takes more? Okay. They just won the championship. First of all, you know nothing about going back to back. I do and Kenny do.
Now, most debates between these two, it always ends with Shaq yelling as loud as he can. And when Charles tried to give his opinion on the 2018 playoffs, Shaq was not messing around.
You ain't got to repair nothing. You got to stop baby your players. You got baby, that's why you ain't win. You got to, I didn't have Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant carrying me up and down the court. So why you don't I got 3 finals MVP, Chuck, because you Google me, Chuck. Google me, you see that? Everybody knows you're a great player. You don't know nothing about what it does, Chuck. You got to repair that. You got to step up and play. All didn't have other players in the playoffs down the court. You can yell as much. I got 3 finals MVP. How many you got? A great player.
There's even been times.
Bro, what are y'all doing?
On air, like in 2019 when Charles.
We could have had another point.
Mr. Sensitive. No, I know Mr. Sensitive. Do it again. I'm telling you right now. Don't you want to weigh in on this? No, I don't want to weigh in. No, sure. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, Mr. Sensitive. No, I ain't sensitive. I'm going to knock your ass out.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm telling you right now.
Why are you paint?
Seriously, especially when it comes to the playoffs and winning championships. Whenever Charles tries to get in the way of that, Shaq lets him know that.
What are you doing? Put it up!
A few years ago when the Cavs were in the finals, Shaq didn't hold back when Charles interrupted.
Another must-win for Cleveland? No. You don't want to mess around, Chuck? You have no idea what we're talking about. Because he's a real must-win for Boston. Because you've only been to the final once, so you don't know. I was riding on Dwayne Wade's and Kobe's coattails. Doesn't matter, Chuck. I got the same thing you got, and I passed you up 10 years. Just letting you know. Anyway, I've been riding on Kobe's coattails. Anyway.
Bro, why y'all leaving him open, bro? What are y'all doing?
And Rick Fox. People question why you're in the Hall of Fame anyway.
Oh my God, bro, y'all suck.
No, because Chuck always interrupting. Don't interrupt me, Chuck. I'm going to punch you right in your face. I'll tell you what. Okay. I bet we're going to be moving some furniture. Okay. I'm going to throw one of these chicken wings at your fat ass. Okay. You going to grab like one of those birds do. You going to do what? Come on, man. Quit your running around. Come on, man. I want to get on this old cheap suit kid that got on. I for the road is
Shaq can say all of these crazy things because he's got the rings to back it up. Even when he was overweight, he was still a dominant force.
Oh, hell no. I went for a dunk, not no stupid layup.
Same sense. Some of these guys gained hundreds of pounds, became criminals, armed robbers. It's just ridiculous, dude. What are you doing? You need to click on this video, man.
Bro, what are you doing? You leaving him open. Bro, you suck. You suck, bro. Over here trying to dribble and stuff. You suck. Delete the game. Can't do nothing. Man, you left him open. Man, you a bum. You a bum, bro.
NBA game experience, $100 versus $10,000 NBA game experience. Us four, we're gonna experience it. $10,000. Thank God.
Stupid.
Well, Mitchell and Jesse, they couldn't be out here with us, so they'll be at home experiencing the Nets versus Miami game. Guys, we're on the road to 1 million subscribers, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button right now. Wait, let's get into this experience. I'm excited. I'm hungry. What the screen is looking too much, man.
Honestly, when I watch NBA games at
Left him open again. You a bum.
I'm actually gonna have a lit experience. Like $100
You suck.
I'm also sick. Today's my 6th.
Delete the game.
You know, I'm going through it. If anyone
And don't delete it back.
yeah, bro, I am the plug.
Alright guys, so we're starting off the experience down on the floor. James here. Dude, we just missed Kevin Durant. KD's guy right there. Is that Blake Griffin? Oh no, that's Taylor. His brother. Guys, if Sam comes out, he may or may not acknowledge me. I don't know. We follow each other on IG. Let's see if he curves me.
I have $100 to spend. Probably just order food, maybe pocket $100, I don't know. I think Jesse's also at his house. We both have separate sicknesses, so we're not watching it together, because I don't want to get what he has, he doesn't want to get what I have. The boys are literally at the game. You know, it's painful, couldn't go on the trip with them, but you know what? We'll make the best of what we have. So I'm going to just be chilling downstairs watching the game. Kevin Durant's my favorite player, so I'm excited to watch him hoop. James Harden, also very fun to watch. Couldn't even tell you who's on Miami anymore. Kyle Lowry, maybe. Couldn't tell you. So yeah, I'll catch you guys downstairs.
Update on the food. First place. This fried chicken is goated. We're at the pregame. There's about 20 minutes left, and I'm trying to go into food coma. So, and I'm gonna get drunk. Chris, that's been a theme in these videos lately, bro. Do you need help? I'm fucking black. Alright, tip off, baby. I ain't drinking. I'm low-key already a little sauced, but it's fine because I got here first, and don't tell the guys, but I may or may not have had a quart of Grey Goose before everybody got here.
Let me give y'all a little tour of where I'm watching the game from, man. Come in here. Like, this is a vibey setup. Come on. No, this is not a bad setup at all. The only thing I'm missing is friends. But besides that, I'm feeling good so far.
Alright boys, we downstairs. This is the setup. Anyone get scared? We got a little Halloween decoration. That's a vibe, you feel me? This is the whole vibe of today. Halloween decorations. Check this out. Swag. I bet the boys are jealous of that. Alright, looks like the game is starting as we speak. Kevin Durant is...
The time in the park, I hit this dude with a backspin. And I ain't good and I ain't exporting no animation. Give me my flowers while I'm here, my standing ovation. I just need one post for your channel. I just need to show my skills to the judges on the panel.
Career-ending plays and plays that'll make you quit. Today's top 10. At number 10, True HTN. Take a look at this.
If I was ever a waiter, and I knew the whole time, and my hands can use my
very early, off the top of the backboard, goes in. Definitely quitting after that. Icy Cold mad at number 9. Just took that man's 360. How embarrassing. Play defense, please. Don't let him score after that. Buckets. Yep. Time to bounce. And number 8. Speaking of bounce, we got James Harden 13. That slasher versus lock take. You got lock take activated. How do you get jumped over like that? You gotta go. And number 7. Look at this from Goot Gang Day. career ender.
Walk over that little boy. What you get for helping?
Just stepping over the dead body, and that was for game. At number 6, we got HLR Reels. Look at this. Clowning these guys with the double lock. And it was like nothing they could do about it. And it's not over. Out there catching live bodies. At number 5, we got a gruesome play from AJ. Look at this again. We're gonna have to slow it down. This is terrible. Live body in a casket. At number 4, got another great play in from Vinety. Hope I pronounced that correctly, but look at this. Vinety. Hope I pronounced that correctly, but look at this. He broke his man with a behind the back, step back, game winner. Damn. It's good he was running with randoms. I know his boys don't want to see that. And number 3, take a look at Ulysses. Teammate in the corner. Jump shot. Brick. Put back body. Look at this again. And that was for game. This is embarrassing. Time to hang it up. And number 2, Teflon TTV. Look at this. Double live body. Again for game. Man, I ain't never going out like that. And at number 1, perhaps the play of the year.
Never got off.
The triple live body. Unbelievable. And it was for game. He jumped over him with the final animation. Look at this. You gotta delete your build. Definitely a career ender. And you took a booty to the face. You gotta go. Top 10 career-ending plays and plays that'll make you quit. It's your boy Shake as always. Smack that like and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications and more vids. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
This season, enjoy cool times and warm memories in Idaho. What are you waiting for? Idaho's endless snow days are here.
Today we got the top 10 buzzer beaters that would piss you off, especially if he was on defense. At number 10, Harold. Now why was he open like that? Look at this. They were not supposed to win that. And number 9. Take a look at this. In for Blanco.
No, man. Sí, nunca nos ha tocado un partido así todavía.